So we should be quiet.
Really quiet.
All right.
And then just give us a thumbs up, I guess.
Right.
Am I going to the right here?
Yeah. Isn't that better?
Yeah.
Yes, you have the longest.
Yeah.
I'm not. Thinking of this cold that I heard was get out there and be a real reader. Here, right here.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
How's that? How's that? That's okay? I'm fine.
Tell us when they count down.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever digital Block by Block concert. We're so excited to have people from around the country tuning in.
We started Block by Block 3.5 months ago after all our usual work was canceled due to the pandemic.
We were all feeling a little bit stir crazy and decided to form this group to do what we love most, which is playing music with friends for our community.
Our group includes flute, oboe, clarinet, violin, viola, and bass. We discovered very quickly that there's almost no music written for this combination of instruments.
That means what you're about to hear has been arranged especially for us by various members of the group.
During normal times, we all play with Pacific Symphony in Orange County.
Our musicians are also members of the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra, Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra, professors at UCLA and Chapman, and frequent performers in the studio orchestras for film and television.
We're also all neighbors and best friends living here in Long Beach.
Feel free to write in with your questions through Facebook or YouTube, and we'll get to them throughout the concert and afterwards.
In the description below, we've included some information about how you can donate. Our Venmo is LBBXB.
Also, be sure to check out our website at lbbxb.org.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy.
Looks like the one that's posted to Facebook is working.
I thought that was the one that Meredith posted though, that Ben is saying it's not
Yeah.
working.
Should I put a comment? Please stand by. You can write a comment. Is it working? Oh, he got it for 2 minutes. You got
So
a 2 minute
this is-
countdown on it.
Alright, it's working now.
You put a 2 minute countdown on it again?
I just restarted.
Good, because I see it on the Facebook page.
Alright, we'll try again. Alright.
That means all the ones I sent,
They work.
they do work now.
I just checked.
They seem to be working.
You can hear us too.
Discussing whether it works or
Yep.
not.
Oh, that's cute.
You want me to text you
Very nice.
anything that I might be able to? Yeah, I'm getting comments. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. You can hear us.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever digital Block by Block concert. We're so excited to have people from around the country tuning in.
We started Block by Block 3.5 months ago after all our usual work was canceled due to the pandemic.
We were all feeling a little bit stir crazy and decided to form this group to do what we love most, which is playing music with friends for our community.
Our group includes flute, oboe, clarinet, violin, viola, and bass. We discovered very quickly that there's almost no music written for this combination of instruments.
That means what you're about to hear has been arranged especially for us by various members of the group.
During normal times, we all play with Pacific Symphony in Orange County.
Our musicians are also members of the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra, Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra, professors at UCLA and Chapman, and frequent performers in the studio orchestras for film and television.
We're also all neighbors and best friends living here in Long Beach.
Feel free to write in with your questions through Facebook or YouTube, and we'll get to them throughout the concert and afterwards.
In the description below, we've included some information about how you can donate. Our Venmo is LBBXB.
Also, be sure to check out our website at LBBXB.org.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our live studio audience, and thank you to everybody who's tuning in from home. We are Block by Block, and we are so excited to be bringing you our first official digital online concert. Thank you for bearing with us as we iron out the kinks. None of us are anything remotely like tech savvy, so this has been quite a journey. But we hope you're enjoying the show, and we hope you'll enjoy the next hour of beautiful music that we have prepared for you guys. So as I said, we are Block by Block. We've been playing together as Block by Block for about the past 3.5 months. And this all started after the pandemic hit and everything shut down and our orchestra couldn't continue playing in public. We were all sitting at home getting a little bit stir crazy, and we decided to start playing socially distanced chamber music outside with friends. And that's how this was born. And we started going out to the streets of Long Beach playing the music that we love for our neighbors, and we got this great reception and just kept it going. And now 3.5 months later, we are still having a great time doing it. And you know, one of the things that we learned really quickly when we were playing is that there's very little music written for this particular combination of 6 instruments. There's actually, I think, probably nothing written for this combination of instruments. So everything you'll hear today has been custom arranged for our group to perform by one of our own members. And the first piece we played was a great example of that. It started its life as a piece by the Danish String Quartet. It's called Shine You No More. It's based on Danish folk music. It's from their album Last Leaf. And it's a piece that I came across a while back and have always loved. And this group gave me a great opportunity to steal it and make it into a piece for our little sextet. So the next piece on the program is going to be one that is familiar to a lot of you. It started its life hundreds of years ago as an old English folk song, and it became very popular in the 1970s when Simon and Garfunkel decided to cover it. It is called Scarborough Fair, and we've decided to give it a little bit of a reverse makeover and take it back to its English Baroque roots. And we're going to be featuring on it our oboist, Layli Resnick. just heard, we have a lot of amazing musicians playing with us, not least of which the amazing Laylee Resnick. I want to give everybody a little introduction to our group, for our members. Like I said, Laylee Resnick, oboe. Laylee is the English horn player for the Pacific Symphony. She's also the principal oboist with the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra and professor of oboe at Chapman University. And standing very close to her, next is her husband, Josh Rands. Josh is the bass clarinetist with the Pacific Symphony. He's also the principal clarinetist of the Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra and clarinet professor at UCLA. On viola, we have the amazing Meredith Crawford. Meredith is principal viola of the Pacific Symphony, and she's also just an incredibly prolific studio recording artist for film and television. If you've been to the movies recently, you've heard Meredith. On bass, we have the newest member of the Pacific Symphony, our newest principal bass player, Michael Franz. Michael joined the symphony in January of this year. We sort of roped him into moving into Long Beach in March of this year, just in time for everything to shut down. So we feel very lucky, at least, that he's here, and he sounds absolutely amazing, and you're going to be hearing a lot from him tonight. On violin, we have Christine Frank, who's a member of the Pacific Symphony and the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra, and she is also violin professor at Chapman University. And my name is Ben, and I'm normally the principal flutist of the Pacific Symphony, and these days I'm the schedule meister and taskmaster for these 5 hooligans. So like I said, we've been playing together for the past 3.5 months, and we've been having a great time doing it. But, you know, in normal times when we play in an orchestra, we're used to being told when and where to show up. We come, play the concert, go home. Now, with Block by Block, we are not just concert performers, but also concert producers, promoters, and everything in between. And one of the things that we've had to learn has been the wild world of social media. So if some of you are tuning in from Facebook right now, hopefully that means we have set up something correctly for our social media. If you are not on our Facebook and would like to connect with us on Facebook or Instagram, we would love to hear from you. Our handle for both is LBBXB Social. LBBXB Social. And if you have any sort of post you'd like to make about today's concert, feel free. We would love to see them, and we'd love to hear your feedback on the concert. Also, if you're tuning in from wherever and you have questions or comments that you'd like to relate to us to answer or respond to during the show or afterwards, type them in the comments either on YouTube or Facebook, and we will do our very best to get to them. So, up next we have something very special. Not only is Josh Rands an amazing and accomplished classical clarinetist, he's also an insanely amazing klezmer clarinet player. And he's created a lot of great klezmer tunes for us to play as a group. And I'm going to let him introduce the next piece.
Thank you, Ben. So I'm going to play a klezmer tune by the great klezmer clarinetist Gyro Feidman, and it's called To My Friend Michal, which is the top track in his album Viva El Klezmer. And I'll be joined by Michael and Meredith here in our little klezmer trio. This is To My Friend Michal.
things like what you just heard are one of the reasons that this has been so much fun over the past few months, getting to learn all about the crazy, amazing things that all of my friends can do and getting to hear them day in and day out. For those of you listening at home, if you have HBO, you can go check out Josh's feature on the most recent film they put up there featuring Seth Rogen. It's called An American Pickle, and the whole soundtrack is this amazing klezmer clarinet playing, and it is all Josh. And so after this is done, if you go to Spotify or HBO, you can check it out and hear lots more of Josh playing klezmer. Up next, we're going to feature another. Oh yeah. Up next, we're going to feature another one of our amazing musicians. This time, the goddess of viola herself, Meredith Crawford. This next piece started its life as a Norwegian fiddle tune by Gjermund Larsen, and the title translates to "Song of Comfort." And it's a piece I came across late one night on YouTube, Spotify rabbit hole, sometime in April when I was feeling a little bit melancholy, and it really spoke to me. And so I decided to steal it, turn it from a Norwegian fiddle tune into a Meredith viola tune. And so this is Trostesang, or Song of Comfort.
Sorry, can you try to clean out a little bit more? Sorry. Thank you.
So up next, we've got another Josh Rand's original arrangement. This one is going to take some klezmer and mix it with some tango, and I'm not sure I'm super qualified to introduce this piece, so I'm going to give it back to Josh to tell you a little bit about it.
Okay, so the song is called Ausência, which is Portuguese for absence, and it comes from a movie called The Underground, Eastern European movie from the 90s. The original recording is very different from what we came up with. I found a YouTube of some guys jamming, and they kind of did a klezmer tango version of this song, and I took it and made it work for our group. So I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to have our wonderful Christine Frank join me, and we're going to do a little back and forth, violin and clarinet tango klezmer.
Yeah. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna try to do that, yeah.
2, 3, 4.
So thank you guys so much again for joining us. We're having a great time. I hope you guys are all feeling the energy through the screen as much as we're trying to give it. Like I said at the beginning, we have Facebook and Instagram, LBBXB Social, and if you'd like to connect with us there, we would love to hear from you. We also now have a shiny new website. It's lbbxb.org, and I think all of these links should be below in the description, either on Facebook or YouTube. But please, if you'd like to learn more about the musicians or sort of what we've been up to, what we're going to be up to, we would love for you to check it out. Also, if you go on our website, you'll see a beautiful donate button. There's also Venmo and a site called Give Butter that we use for fundraising. And if you're enjoying the show and feel that you would like to contribute, we would be extremely grateful. We have been basically doing this project, like I said, for about 3.5 months since our own orchestra couldn't keep performing. Orchestras all over the world had to shut down in March due to the pandemic, and we're not exactly sure when we're going to be going back, so for now this is what we're doing, and we're having a great time doing it. But if you would like to support our mission to bring music throughout Southern California and now throughout the World Wide Web, like I said, it'd be very much appreciated. And we do have a couple partnerships that we're very excited about. One of which is with the Celestina Society, which is this amazing professional level chamber ensemble in LA. And we are working, everything we take in terms of fundraising, a portion goes to fund full scholarships for underprivileged young musicians to get to participate in a program that Celestina runs called Sounds Promising, which is a chamber music and compositional training workshop for students that's going to be taking place this next school year. And we're very excited to have been fundraising for that the last few months and to continue doing so. And another project that we're very excited about is that we are also using some of the proceeds that we take in from donations to allow us to go play in older communities that can't get out due to the pandemic and to bring live music to them when they can't come to us. So we're very, very excited about those projects, and like I said, anything you can give would be extremely, we'd be very grateful for it. So the next piece we have to perform for you is special for us because there's an amazing group called Pink Martini. And for those of you who know who they are, great. For those of you who don't, they are a sort of genre-bending cabaret-style group out of Portland, Oregon that is just so much fun. And they have this symphony orchestra show that they take around the country. And whenever Pink Martini's coming to town, all of us musicians in the symphony get very excited that we get to play with them. And this year, they were supposed to perform with us the third weekend in March. So you can maybe guess where the story's going. But basically, our first concert was supposed to be on a Friday, and on Thursday, we found out that everything had to shut down due to the COVID-19. So we were all pretty bummed about that. But once we started playing these concerts, Josh, our ever-amazing arranger-in-chief, took it upon himself to sort of find some great tunes from Pink Martini and arrange ones that would work well for our group. And this next piece is a great example of that. It's called Nina Nana. It's an old Italian lullaby. And we're going to be performing it in our own sort of unique arrangement. If you're sitting at home or sitting here and feel like you'd like to sing along, the words are Nina Nana, Nina Nana. It's very, very complicated. And the melody repeats a lot, so you have a few times to learn it. So anyway, we hope you enjoy Nina Nana by Pink Martini, arranged by Josh, performed by us. The next piece is a relatively new one for us. This one's going to feature Meredith, Michael, and Christine. And it's called Ashokan Farewell, which may be familiar to a lot of you, not least of which from Ken Burns' Civil War documentary from the early 90s. And something I just learned today, I had this melody sort of knocking around in my head for a long time and assumed it was an ancient American folk tune. It turns out it was written in 1982. But it is absolutely stunning. And it is presented here in an arrangement that Meredith Crawford made, literally I think in like one day.
Couple hours,
but
yeah.
it is truly breathtaking, and we're so excited to get to present it to you here. So this is Ashokan Farewell, arranged by Meredith. So I don't know about you, but I think that is just hauntingly beautiful, and especially given the recent news about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I think it's just an especially touching tribute to what it means to be an American and sort of what our country is going through right now. So thank you guys. The next piece on the program is another one by our amazing Meredith. This one is relatively recent to us, and it's already been a blockbuster hit, I'm very happy to say. I'm going to let Meredith introduce this one, actually, because I think she's the most qualified.
Thank you, Ben. First of all, thank you so much to everybody. First of all, everybody here, thank you guys for coming. And everyone watching online, we love you so much. Thank you for being here with us and for being patient with our technical skills, which are limited. We're really happy we're here and that you're here. So this John Williams medley I did you say it was John Williams? Or did I just let the cat out of the bag? I think I did.
Out of the bag now.
So it's a John Williams medley. I am a huge, huge John Williams fan. Everyone who knows me knows this. I just worship the ground that man walks on. I have loved him since I was 10 years old. His music has meant so much to me as a musician. And I wanted to make this arrangement of some of his most recognizable themes from his films, just as a tribute to how great he is. So there are about six and a half different themes here that you may or may not recognize. Some of them you definitely will if you've been alive in the last 50 years. Hopefully you all have been. Yeah, these are just a few of my favorites. I always say that if this thing could have been 3 hours long, it would have been, because all of his music is so great. But these are just some of my favorite selections, and I hope you will all enjoy.
you guys so much for joining us tonight. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed this first foray for us into the digital world. I know we've had a good time. Like I said, if you'd like to follow along with our adventures and misadventures and everything in between, in the descriptions below should be our Facebook and Instagram, which, for reference, are LBBXB Social, our website, lbbxb.org, our Venmo, which is LBBXB, are you seeing a theme? And our Give Butter site, which is another fundraising site. And as I said, if you enjoyed the concert and feel like you have the means to be able to make a donation, we'd be extremely grateful. If not, we're still very happy you're here and hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to leave you with one last piece. I like to program this at the end because even though I live in California, I'm a North Carolina boy from the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. This is an old Kentucky fiddle tune called Glory in the Meeting House. One, two, three. Thank you guys again so much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I also want to give a big thank you to Seth Morris. Who video you saw at the beginning was all Seth's doing and making, and if you stick around for another couple minutes, we have a fun little blooper reel for everybody at home. You should all be scared.
Yeah,
Thank you guys so much, and definitely keep in touch. And if you've enjoyed the show, please let us know if you'd like more of them, and we will do our best. It's taken years off our life, but we will do it for you. Thank you guys. Bye.
Seth, let us know when the.
Do I look decent? Do I have bags under my eyes?
Seth, I feel very seen right now.
Here's my hair. Or lack thereof.
Seth, I'm ready. No, I'm not. Oh God, I've forgotten it again. Say it again.
Orchestra. I remember, so hang on. Our
Due to the pandemic. You can say that. Okay, take two.
Take two.
Take 120!
Facebook and YouTube. And we'll get back to you. We'll call you.
So members of the LA Chamber Orchestra, that dog.
Ugh, I choked on myself. First paragraph was fine.
Do I have to do another one?
Through YouTube or Facebook.
No.
And
Our group includes flute, oboe, clarinet, violin, viola, and heckelphone.
In normal times, we all play with the Pacific Set. Why did I do that with my hand? I don't know.
well, I was good till then. Had that till then. Okay, break.
In the description below, sorry. I don't know why it possessed me to do that. Oh my God. Right down here.
I did it.